Hey guys, it's Amy from 2X Farmstead, and I've actually got Chris with me today, or this evening. This has been one of those, it's been one of those days, but it's been one of those, what has it been, month and a half, a couple months, I don't know. I don't even know, 3 years, has it been that long since we've been, on coronavirus lockdown and all that?
Too long.
Too long. And to be honest with you, honestly, all I've got on my mind tonight is Rant. Because I'm tired of it. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but personally, I am tired of all the nonsense. Now, I come from a part of the country where we don't really do that whole nonsense crap. We just kind of do real, right? We do common sense.
Yeah.
No nonsense, we do common sense. Now, we're just your basic, down-home southern farmers, homesteaders, construction workers. I mean, we're just kind of in the mix in that way. But, from that's, of course, the majority of America. And that's actually where some of my rant comes from tonight. My husband and I normally talk about this stuff together. We talk about it with our family. We talk about it with our kids. And we've normally got a pretty good banter going on back and forth about it. But I've decided that, honestly, I think a lot of America feels the same way we do. But we got to get it out there, guys. If you're feeling like the government is kind of trampling on you right now, by the way, they are. You need to speak up. We all need to speak up. We talk about it locally. We talk about it with our family. But we need to get it out there. We need to let everyone else know that hey, guys, we're not in New York City. We're not in LA. We're in the in-between, which is by huge majority, the most of America. Now, we may not have these huge numbers, population-wise, as New York City and LA, but thank God that we don't, because let me just show you real fast. Let me show you what we do have. You see all that back there? Yeah. We're not New York. We're not LA. We aren't cramped up with a million other people. We've got space between us, and we've got politeness between us, right? If you don't want to be touched, you don't want your hand shook, then we're not going to shake it. We're probably going to wave at you, tell you bless your heart. We're going to go on about our day, and we're probably going to say a prayer for you. I think probably the biggest thing that I would like is for America to realize that the majority of America is not New York and LA, right?
I agree.
We're right now, I believe we are being kind of held hostage
By New York and LA.
Right. Which, of course, if you think about it, is exactly what they want to do with taking away the electoral votes, right? They want New York and LA to decide our government forever. Take away the electoral votes, this is what's going to be like, folks. Right there. New York, LA, they get to decide everything for the entire freaking country. And that's where we're at right now. Now, I will say this. Luckily, we come from the best state in the union, Oklahoma. We have Governor Stitt, who at least has a very level head on his shoulders. He never shut us down completely. We did the whole pullback, that President Trump said that we needed to kind of do that social distancing thing for a little while. And so we did that. But our whole state didn't shut down, luckily. But a lot of businesses did. And, that's a huge, huge concern, considering the fact that America is made up of small business. We're small business.
Right.
We've got a construction company. We've also got a farm and all the products that come with that. And people can't do anything with businesses shut down. Not only can you not get a paycheck, there are so many people who are completely out of work right now because of shutting businesses down. So only small businesses, though. We were talking about this earlier. Only small businesses got shut down.
Yeah.
Now, we are at Lowe's on a regular basis, every day, because we also have a construction company. But I've been here with him multiple times recently. Seriously, you can explain.
Yeah, it's nuts. She can't go get her hair cut, which is a hairstylist and her, and maybe one other hairstylist and somebody else. But I go to Lowe's every day.
Elbow to elbow.
There's a million people there because that's the only place for people to go. So people want to go there, but it completely negates everything else. Everything else being shut down is a complete waste of time because go to Lowe's, go to Home Depot, go to Walmart, go to any local grocery store. It's packed to the gills nonstop every day.
But it's the big stores because all the small businesses are closed. They get to be shut down. While the big businesses, where you've got, hundreds of people there at one time in one space, it's okay. Oh, and by the way, church, not safe, by the way. Walmart, where there's, in our town, we've got a small area. In our town, at any given moment, on a regular day, what would you say? We're 750, 800 people in Walmart. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's I don't shop at Walmart. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there right now. We are not Walmart shoppers. Period.
We stopped going to Walmart last year when they changed their policies on guns and ammo and everything going against the Second Amendment. So
that's right. We're done with
them.
Walmart.
No open carrying in Walmart or anything like that. So we haven't been back since, and you wouldn't believe how much money we save.
Oh, so much money. I'm going to do another post on that. I've done a blog about it. Going to be doing another post about that very soon to detail how I'm saving all this money by not shopping at Walmart. Anyway, another subject. So all these big businesses, it's perfectly fine to cram pack people in there, but you can't go to church, right? Because at our church, we go to Rawhide Cowboy Church. At our church, there's what, 150? Would you say on Sundays?
That's on a really good Sunday.
Okay, I mean it's a small church, but by God, we can't do that, right? We can't do that. But you can cram pack $1,000, into Walmart or Lowe's, elbow to elbow in those big stores, and that's perfectly fine. Can't have a funeral. They're talking about all these people that have, perished over coronavirus, which I'm going to go ahead and say, I don't care if you hate me. I really don't. It's all BS. I'm not saying that coronavirus isn't real. We were sick. Our whole family got sick. And guess what? We got over it. But I know that some people who with compromised immune deficiency, you've got people who can't, their bodies can't fight it as well. I got it. Some people don't do as well with it. Most of us do. Kind of like the flu. The majority of us get the flu, get rid of the flu, and move on. A lot of people die of the flu. Kind of like this.
More people die of the flu.
More people die of the flu. And just so you know, thinking about this, look it up. You don't have to take my word for it. Look it up. The coronavirus death numbers are ridiculous because if you look at the other things that people die of on a regular basis, all of a sudden they're not dying of those things anymore. Those numbers go down and the coronavirus numbers go up. And there have been several places that have already admitted that, okay, so we estimated that these people, we didn't test them, but we guessed that they probably died of corona, so we put them on that list. New York City came out, de Blasio came out a couple weeks ago and said, okay, so these numbers, they went way up because we estimated that these people probably died of coronavirus, which obviously would never, ever be allowed in any other circumstance. Now, can you think of a reason right now in 2020, why this would be such a huge deal that the media is pushing with everything it has?
I know exactly why, and I don't have to question it. Not at all.
Yeah. They're trying to get rid of Trump. They're doing everything they can, but you know what? This isn't new. They've been trying to get rid of Trump since before he was elected. Literally, they have been doing this nonsense nonstop this entire time. This is just a completely new instance of it. And you know what? Here's what I say. I'll tell you this. I hope you continue. Media people, I hope you continue. Democrats, I hope you continue to do exactly what you're doing, because you are pushing even your own people to our side. That's exactly what's going on. I see it every single day. So keep it up, folks, because honestly, I want to see a landslide victory. I want Trump to smash all of you.
I don't know how hard it's going to be, considering Joe Biden can't put a sentence together.
Yeah, that's true.
To save his life.
That's true. Good luck with that. You guys really nominated
I can't wait for the
peach.
debates. I cannot wait for the debates.
Heck yeah. Really looking forward to that. Of course, Democrats are trying to make those go away. Yep. They know that their candidate can't speak.
Trump's gonna eat Biden like a cupcake. It's
yeah. Oh, and of course,
problem.
When you think about that, since we're on that subject, you got to consider right now what's going on with Tara Reid, the one who came out years ago and talked about the fact that Biden sexually assaulted her years ago. Didn't just, like the one who, what was the name of the one who accused Trump, or accused
Ford.
Kavanagh,
Ford.
Kavanagh, during that
Ford.
whole thing, huh?
Ford.
Is that her name?
Yeah,
Okay.
her last name's Ford.
Okay. So, she forgot all about it, never said it to anybody until, Kavanagh was about to be nominated or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This girl, Tara Reid, told people about it way back then. Way back then. It was even on Larry King. But of course, during the whole Kavanagh nonsense, Democrats were, believe her. No matter what she says, you got to believe every woman that ever says anything at all.
Me too.
Me too.
Unless it's Biden or Hillary's husband.
Right. That's exactly right. But now, here we go. We're not believing her anymore, right? We don't believe that anymore because it's against a Democrat. It's against your Democrat nominee. Infuriating. That is infuriating. And I'll tell you this, I hope you guys keep this up. I really do. Because, the people who supported the Democrats, broadly supported the Democrats a while back, a lot of that, and in our area, I can tell you for sure, in our area, a lot of that came because my granddaddy was a Democrat, and then his, that's how it came. Well, I'm coming from a line of Democrats, so I got to keep voting Democrat. But they've learned, and they're now opening their eyes and seeing exactly how these people operate. So it's okay for a Democrat to rape somebody, but by God, if a Republican looks in someone's direction, all hell breaks loose. They need to go to prison forever, whatever. And that's how it is. That's how, I hope you guys keep this up, because people are opening their eyes to this more and more every day, and I'm loving it.
Well,
I am loving it.
And the difference between Kavanaugh and Biden, I think, Kavanaugh had an unblemished
intelligence, good person,
history of character.
Yeah.
His character was unflawed.
Mm-hmm.
No record of any issues.
Right.
Biden, just go back through the last couple years of the inappropriate stuff he does to people. Kissing and touching on people, and the cringeworthy reactions that the girls are like, ugh, get away from me. And he, this girl that is accusing him right now, same as with Kavanaugh, you should have to prove it.
Yes,
you have to prove it.
Yeah.
Innocent until proven guilty. I'm not a hypocrite.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that he is guilty of this, but she
you've
has
got
to
be
prove
open
it.
to it. You
Right.
can't just
But
say.
the Democrats are just like, if you look at the mainstream media, they're not talking about this, not at all. They're not talking about this accusation against Biden. They're just hoping they can push it aside long enough that everybody forgets about it.
Yeah.
But it'll be brought back up, if nothing else, in the debates.
Yeah,
So
I can't wait.
It's
God,
gonna
I
be
can't
hilarious.
wait.
Just to watch Biden stumble over his words is going to be nuts. We're getting a little off track here.
I know, but it's fun to think about.
Yeah.
I want to have another "you'd be in prison" moment.
Yeah, that was the best line of any
Best
of the
line
debates ever.
of the entire election series.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what it comes down to, folks. This whole coronavirus nonsense is going to blow over because it's media pushed. If you watch, the media has been pushing this thing as though it is literally the end of the world. They want you to be afraid. They want you to be terrified.
And here's why. They pushed for impeachment. Didn't work. They tried to call Trump racist. African Americans are moving to the Republican Party in crazy numbers right now. The generation coming up right now that are getting to voting age is the most conservative. They've proven this with numbers. The most conservative generation in history, if not just recent history.
Those are my kids right there.
Yeah. Where was I going with
I don't know.
that? I totally got lost.
I got 40 different things in my mind. This thing is going all different ways.
They were going for impeachment. They tried to call him racist. That wasn't working. He's still pulling African American votes, Mexican American votes, just all around pulling. There's the walk away movement that's going on, pulling Democrats to Trump. None of it is working for them. The only thing they can go after is the economy. What better way than to push a pandemic that's not really a pandemic?
That
they're trying
allows
to push
them to shut the economy down.
Let's shut the country down. The economy's going to crash, and then Trump won't have that. Well, I don't think they're seeing, or they can predict what's about to happen with the country opening back up. The stock market is going to skyrocket back up again because Trump is still president. And then when it comes to election time, they have nothing on him. You can't argue with the economy. The best economy this country has ever seen.
Best president this country has ever seen.
I'd go that way.
That's right. But I got something else for you guys. Okay. So one final thing to leave you guys with is a few tips. Okay. This is something that you've got to be expecting, especially now, considering the links that the Democrats and the media are willing to go to try and get their guys back in there, get control again of the government. You've got to be, look around. You've got to be aware right now that the Democrats, look at Nancy Pelosi, they are willing to let you rot while they try to bring down a president, okay? They've got plenty of money. They've got lots of it. This little thing right here, for one, the politicians aren't losing a paycheck at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure I heard that they voted themselves in a new pay raise.
Yeah.
So they aren't losing a paycheck. All of you are. The rest of us, this country, we are losing our paychecks. We are suffering. But I'm going to point out a few things that you guys might want to consider for the future, because it's not like this thing's going to stop. They're going to come up with something else, especially when Trump wins again. They're going to come up with something else. They're going to try and do everything they can to stop him, to stop us, okay? Right now, we're having, been here this past week especially about there's no food in the grocery stores, or there's going to be meat shortages and all that. Folks, maybe you need to join in the kind of life that we've got. Now, a lot of America already does. Maybe not to the full extent that we do, but a lot of America, between New York and LA, already does exactly what we do, at least to some extent. We raise our own food. We grow our own food. We preserve our own food. Our food is in there waiting for us. We don't shop at Walmart. I grow and raise and preserve our food, and we save that money. We do not spend that kind of money. you know, with all of that going on right now, the best thing that you can be is self-sufficient. And I'll just tell you right now, you can go to my blogs, My Life on the Farm, Two Oaks Farm Talk. You can have a look at all the things that we've got on there. A lot of issues concerning that. But I'm here and I'm willing to answer questions, walk you through any of it, trying to get going on that kind of lifestyle. You might even want to consider with your group of friends getting set up on a barter system. Maybe, this guy grows corn and this guy grows watermelons and that guy raises chickens, and you guys all join together and create an association where you share that food. You share the work, you share the food. And that's one of the things that I think everyone should be at least looking at right now. I mean, preppers aren't looking so stupid right now, are they? I mean, I know a long time ago people were really making fun of preppers, but man, they had the right idea, right? But anyway, this has been our rant for the evening. This is not something that we normally do. I normally come on here and talk to you about all the things that we've got going on back here with the farm, but honestly, this has everything to do with what we're doing. Our government having its thumb on us for sure, and everything that's going on right now has everything to do with what we are doing here and with what you are doing there. So this is something that citizens of America really can't keep quiet on anymore. I urge all of you to speak up, whether you comment here or whether you make your own post and do something similar concerning what you've been going through this entire Corona crap. I'm infuriated over it. I am. Thank you for listening.
One more thing.
Okay.
Kevin Stitt, if you happen to watch this, we love you. We voted for you. Oklahoma's tired of this. Open our state.
That's right. That's right. We appreciate you for not falling in line with a lot of the other states over there and fully shutting us down. We really appreciate that. And the fact that we're back open today, he and I had our very first, halfway, but we had our very first dinner out in a long time.
Multiple months.
Tonight.
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys think about what we said, and I urge you to join in. Like I say, whether it be commenting here on social media, putting on your own videos, get out there and tell people what you think, because the rest of the country, especially the media and the left and right coast, need to hear what the rest of us think about this thing.